Hello, Occam's Razor. Can you hear me okay? Whew. It's warm up here this evening. All right. I have 3 people watching. Hey, Jonathan. Let me know how the stream is going because my son said if it's laggy at all, he'd be happy to get off the web because we're just one step up from dial-up. So he's willing to relinquish what we pay for. I can't remember how to send out invites. Okay, invite. Here we go. Copy to clipboard. There we go. Got it. We're inviting Amy. And we're inviting Kinsey Days. We are inviting the Griswold family. Hey, Tina. Wow. Hello, everybody. Thanks for being here. Jonathan, Danny, Amy, I just sent you, hey, this our dream. Let's see, we sent one to Dole Whip. Who else? Send it here. Amy, did I get Kinsey? Oh, all right. Kinsey, here you are. Tony might drop in. Wow, how come I can't see everybody's chats right now? Hello, Pamela. Jeff. Hey, Pirate Princess Fred. Awesome to meet you. Oh, you're gonna make me blush. Tina, Captain. Hello, everybody. And wow, thanks. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. Hope everybody's having a great night. I am, by the way. Had a great day. Is everything coming in okay? I don't know how to get rid of this thing on my screen. Oh, we have Kinsey. Hey, how are you, darling?
Good. So what you want to do is you want to go up onto the side.
Hi, Blaine. Hi, Make It Blue.
You should be able to see something that'll get rid of that. Or you can try clicking on somebody's chat.
All right.
And then click off of it.
All right, we'll do. All right. We had a Tina say hi, Kinsey.
Hi, Tina.
We got a Jonathan with a hi, Kinsey. This our dream. Aw, thank you. And Elaine.
Yeah, and if you click on the same one again, the one that's highlighted, it'll go away. Yeah.
Got you. Thank you. How are you, Kinsey?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. We had the whole tornado watch going on for a while, but
there's us.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hey. Hello, Danny and my little buddy Landon. How are you, little fella? Hi, Amy.
Hello.
Glad to have you here, sweetheart.
Thank you.
All right, so they're not finished, but I'm putting them on for a minute, okay? So.
Oh my goodness.
Your hair looks good, brother.
They're so cute.
So I'm going to do like a little black velour kind of bow in between.
Nice.
How does that look? We got the light side and we got the dark side.
You're right.
Oh, wow,
You're
they're pretty
amazing.
Which is like my hair.
Not right
Those look pretty neat.
Thank you. This is my first attempt. And this one likes, or no, it's this one. This one likes
She made
to
those
go.
today. Pretty cool,
I'm sorry, what's that?
huh? I was telling Landon that you made those just today.
Yep, I did. I've been wanting to do it, and then Kenzie brought her stuff out because she was going to make some Beauty and the Beast ones.
I have one ear done, and they aren't even good. I have to like restart the whole thing.
Well, I'm telling you, the glue gun really worked for me. So give it a go. I didn't get burnt too bad. Good evening, everyone. Hey, thanks for joining me. I'm so glad everybody's here. I'm sorry, what's that?
No, I have bad experience with hot glue guns, so I
burn
Kenzie.
myself too.
Say hi, Kenzie. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Kenzie.
Hi.
You know who that is, right? On
Yeah,
the bottom.
Amy.
Say hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hello, Landon. Hello,
Did anybody catch a Griswold family video today of them in Cozumel?
I have to go watch it.
Oh my gosh, little Landon has this lovely little. He's got his little sombrero and his ukulele. It was adorable.
What do you say?
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. More sunshine, please. Hi, Jim, and hello, Redemption Tech. You guys, hey, thanks for coming in. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you.
Jeff's telling Zach to go to bed.
Yeah, I saw that.
You're up too, Jeff. It's fine.
Be quiet.
Pam's fam. My kindred spirit is here.
It's Saturday tomorrow. It's not a Sunday.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to tell my son to get off the interwebs because I'm getting like interruptions. He's not going to be happy.
He said he was
Watch,
willing. It's fine.
He's on the other side of this wall. Hey, man.
There's
We're getting
Tim.
some interruption.
Thanks for show.
Yeah.
Jim there. Jeff.
You can come in and say hi.
Yeah, Jim. More sunshine, please. Remember.
Yeah,
Jeff said
Well,
every day
it's
is
all
Saturday.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
No, Jeff said every day is Saturday. I wish.
You know,
yeah. I wish my
honestly,
hiatus is coming to an end.
so what can we talk about tonight? Anybody got any ideas? Any suggestions?
Saturday.
Is it?
Yeah, no school. Heck yeah.
You heard him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. That's so cute.
I'm convinced that like my hair just doesn't want to come up right when I want to put it up.
That's the
Always that one strand that never wants to go up.
The little rebel. Yeah.
I
Always.
just let it hang out back there like a Jedi rat tail.
I was gonna say it was like an 80s rat tail. You just gotta bleach it.
My mind goes to Star Wars about that stuff.
Occam's razor code knock. I'm not sure what the code knock is, Occam. Hey Tina, thanks for being here. Pass holder pair, thank you. Life Adventure Show, hello Tammy. Anybody else I've missed? I hope I didn't miss anybody. Please put in the chat if I did miss you. Blaine.
Tina.
Pirate
Princess Red.
I make it blue. John.
Blaine says he wants to hear about Disney openings. You got some good people on here to talk to you about that, Blaine.
Not us.
Not us.
Yeah. We have a couple people can talk about it, but I'm clueless on.
We're right with you, Shelly.
I know Disney Springs. That's it on the 20th.
I only know about because isn't it Disney Springs itself third party is opening on the 20th, but then Disney stores are opening on the 27th.
Yeah, that's what I had heard too.
Disney parks haven't said anything about opening whatsoever. They're not putting out any statements. Yeah, they haven't said anything about the actual parks, just Disney Springs.
And then the Universal City
Nice
Walk
Hulk
opened yesterday.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for insulting the Hulk brother. I just don't think that movie is very, very necessary to be watching
I'm
when you're
wearing
doing
my
all 22.
Irish Scottish festival shirt from Gulfport,
Well, that's awesome.
Mississippi. Yeah.
I'm wearing a Monsters University shirt that I've had for like years. I don't even remember where I got this or when I got it, but I've had this shirt forever, and it's always been like my go-to pajama shirt.
Right.
It looks very comfortable.
It is very comfy. I swear, once this whole quarantine thing is over, I don't know how I'm going to go back to wearing normal clothes because all I wear is pajamas now.
Well,
Like, I'm so used.
I understand. I've been a stay-home mom for 20 years. So I
I've been
understand.
wearing like super loose clothing, like sweatpants and pajama pants, and I put jeans on for the first time in 2 months the other day, and I was like, this is the worst. I was like, I never want to do this again.
See, I always got up and got dressed.
Not a
I
I-
always got up and got dressed, kept that routine there.
Oh, I threw all caution to the wind when it came to routine. I think the only routine that I have at this point is streaming.
Yeah.
All I've got really is like being in chat and actually being on streams. I mean, I can count on almost every other day of the week getting a Twitter notification from Ivone.
Well, Jeff thinks that the
thanks
Disney
for-
parks
thanks for
will
listening.
open up sooner than everyone thinks. Because all different things are opening up there. You could eat inside restaurants and at different percentages. Now in Pennsylvania, my county and most of Western Pennsylvania, except one county, is pretty much open, but there are certain things that still aren't open. And I know churches are being cautious because there are restrictions on how many people you could have in your churches or certain businesses like dentists. They just had a new thing retracted. But a lot of stores were open the first time in my county, and it just was like, okay, everybody's back to rush hour traffic and running out because it was a nice day today. I go back to work Monday, so my hiatus is pretty much over. Hopefully nothing strikes back here.
Right. Thanks for coming in, Monarch Moments. Hello, Blaine. Blaine says he's not putting jeans on. They will look like tights these days with all this quarantine eating.
Yeah. I've been see what's hard up here is New York isn't doing literally anything. I'm pretty sure Cuomo's already extended it into June.
Hello, Rachel.
So I'm just kind of tired of being in my house all the time. So I've resorted to driving around aimlessly in my car.
Yeah.
I've driven to Dairy Queen way too many times.
Dairy Queen.
Like,
Hello, Gary.
Dad.
I'm always going to Dairy Queen.
Video.
Yeah, I gone out there like twice because my mom's like, oh, we need some ice cream. And she'd rather have the soft serve now that it's open and everything. And
Soft serve ice cream, though, really. That's
Yeah.
good stuff.
Blizzards are the best. Blizzards have always been.
yeah,
Blizzards are a go-to. They recently came out with a new animal
He's
crackers
fighting.
mustard.
Hello, Sean. Glad you're here. Hey, Landon, where's your sombrero?
Uh-oh. Better go get it. Go get it.
What?
And the ukulele. I want to see the ukulele as well.
Kenzie Blaine said he wants to hear you sing.
No.
No?
welcome in.
That's my rare occurrence here. But they recently came out with a animal cracker frosted blizzard.
Oh,
It's so good. Like I got it like the day it came out. I was like, Mom, we gotta go. My mom and
I'm gonna want a blizzard tomorrow.
Thank you, Rachel.
I love going to get
His
blizzards.
guitar's already trash, Shelly.
Oh, his ukulele's already done.
Already
Oh.
trash. Put it up.
Hey, Landon, come on. Just,
Come
just
on,
for
Landon.
just
There we
30
go.
seconds.
Someone's wearing it.
So when did you go to Cozumel, Danny? When did you and your family go?
Last spring break, we went on a cruise out of.
You put it on.
I did. We went on a
Yeah.
cruise out of Galveston, Texas. So we went on the Carnival Vista, and
Okay.
we went to Cozumel, and then we went to Belize City, Belize, and we went to Roatan, Mahogany Bay, Honduras.
Yeah,
I went to
definitely.
those 3 places and Costa Maya with Carnival Glory.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
my sister
fantastic.
did that same route, but it went out of a different, I think Miami or Fort Lauderdale.
I went out of Miami. Next time I'm going out of New Orleans because, like I told Amy, New Orleans is my 3rd home. So next time I go, it's going to be out of there.
I wanna go
Galveston's
to
is
New
closest for us since we live in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
New Orleans not close. Miami's not close. So
I want to go to New Orleans so bad, solely because of the music. Like I know they have like such.
Hey, Garrett said hi.
a diversity in music and food
Yeah.
and culture and
Hi,
300 plus years of history. It is.
And take the
it's a great
tours.
place.
Yeah.
Hiding.
Yeah,
I
I've
wanna
been multiple times. I have still not seen everything I wanted to see.
Yeah, I know they have a really awesome like paranormal tours and
I don't
all that kind of stuff. Like I would so love to do that.
It's
I don't know,
it's a
just
good
gonna be
it's a
so
good
fun to
time.
go down there.
As long as you know where you're going and what you're doing, you're
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't be able to go by myself. I'd have to be like with a large group of people because I'd get totally lost and I would have no idea where I am and I'd probably end up like in a ditch.
I'm going this October. I'm going this
I
October. I got
wish
family
you
getting
would.
married down there. So yeah, I'll be there in October.
I wish I
Yeah.
could like go places. Everyone's like, we're going to Disney in October. We're going to all these places, and I'm like, college. I'll be here. I'll be here playing my clarinet.
You can't be on the screen until I see you in that little sombrero.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh my
There
god.
he's eating an Oreo.
Shelly, she says you can't be on here until you put your sombrero on.
Okay.
Okay, he's going to get it. Oh, you're not? You're just getting off the stream? All
Oh
right.
no.
Aw, come
Made him
on.
leave, Shelly.
She takes it back.
That's too cute.
Come
All
on.
right, well then I'm out.
Just kidding. He gelled his hair so he doesn't want to mess it up.
Aw, Daddy's got your back.
It's like Corey's hair.
Like Corey.
Yeah.
Corey's hair, I
So-
swear, it defies gravity.
Yep. Shelly, I did lose Tammy. I did. I tried. And there he is munching with his little cheeks, not wearing the sombrero.
Are you eating Oreos there, Landon, or like a whoopie pie cookie thing?
Oreos.
Ah,
Oh, I wish I had Oreos.
Here, ask Jeff if he wants one. He likes Oreos.
yeah, I was gonna say you better watch.
You're not going to give Jeff any Oreos?
No,
Okay.
No Oreos for Jeff.
they're on my.
Pamela, are you
Hello, Pam.
are you done editing? Are you ready to participate? Anybody? Give me a thumbs up if you want to join. I got room for 2 more people, and I'm happy to have anybody here.
Oh my lip.
Bigger lip. Nice.
Jeff said he wants some Oreos.
Uh-oh. Did you hear him?
Oh,
That
that's
eye roll. Woo,
Wow.
you got
Gonna fly to
that down, don't you?
Oklahoma and get cookies over you.
Oh, I don't think I've ever eye rolled that hard in my life.
Yeah. Look at you did it again. Just kidding. Yeah, okay, Monarch. I see how you are. Tammy said she'd come in.
Oh, yeah. Garrett, huh? Good luck with that.
Garrett could come on and just not use his camera.
Yeah, that's true.
and just hear the voice.
Hey, where are you, my man?
Gary, he said, my man.
See, I invited Dole Whip. Let me find Tammy.
Yeah,
Here
Pam said
she
her
is.
kids are still up. So
All right, there you go, Tammy. Come join us, girlfriend. And please, everybody, let's be there tomorrow on Pam's channel to celebrate Mike Wheeler's birthday tomorrow. I'm so excited to do that.
yes, that's exciting.
I'm too shy.
What's that?
Gary says I'm too shy.
Okay. He's got to be like Secret Service or FBI or.
Yeah.
Hey, Adventures of Gonzo. Hello, friend. Both. Good evening and morning.
Thank goodness.
I think we're all doing good here today. Thanks for joining. All right, Tammy's here. Ooh,
Hey,
Tammy's got
Richie.
fancy. She's got tiara. What do you got going on, woman?
That's my Little Mermaid thing.
Awesome.
Y'all was wearing y'all's headgear there for a second. I thought I'd get mine too.
There's Tammy.
It's a head.
Oh,
Hi, Tammy.
Hello.
nice. Well, Mackenzie informed everybody today that it's halfway time of Halloween, which is like my favorite holiday. So you're fitting in right in, Tammy. I
Yeah.
made these today, by the way. I haven't made my bow yet, but I made these today.
Oh, I didn't make mine. This was purchased at Walt Disney World.
This is my light side and my dark side. And this one likes to flap forward a little bit.
I have some ears somewhere, but I don't know where they're at. Buried in a box somewhere. In a box.
No.
I'm fixing to dye my hair.
Not
Say-
purple, right? Oh, you're doing blue.
Yeah, blue.
All right, well, keep the cat away this time. Last time your cat turned purple.
We have 3 cats, but they don't get into it. It's just the outside cats that like it. I can't tell you.
I'm gonna sit right here.
Okay. So I can't see anything.
So
My husband fell asleep on me.
Pamela's birthday is Halloween. I don't know if everybody knows that. It's my favorite holiday. And how fortunate is she to have it as her birthday? And she had a Halloween wedding, which I find very awesome. That would be great. I think it'd be kind of cool to have like a zombie wedding too, but that's just me.
I wanted to have a
Halloween.
like a Renaissance wedding, but it didn't happen.
That would be. I'm down for that too.
I wanted to have like the big cone thing, with the little bell.
Tell her. Say Shelly.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Tell her.
Oh, yeah.
Tell her.
Yeah.
Just tell her what your favorite holiday is.
My favorite holiday is Halloween too.
All right. And then, little buddy, high five.
What type of things do you dress up as, Landon? What type of characters or costumes?
No, what do you
have
like to dress
done
up like
before?
for Halloween? What were you last year? You were like a warrior, like a Titan guy.
Yeah, but
And then this year you have what kind of costume? You
I
remember?
don't know about even dressing. Oh yeah, ninja.
A ninja.
Cool. I had a cousin who dressed up as a ninja like 3 years in a row.
There you go.
Like he just like every single year he was the same exact ninja. Like, dude, you gotta come up with something new. And he was like, no, I'm still a ninja.
Well, one year I dressed Stephen up as pregnant Howard Stern,
Oh Lord.
and I was Tinkerbell. So we were a really weird couple then.
Oh yeah,
But
nowhere.
we dressed up and went to SeaWorld though, dressed up. And people thought we were like part of SeaWorld and they were taking their pictures with us. I thought it was weird. I was like, you really think pregnant Howard Stern is part of SeaWorld? That was
Tammy, you have
funny.
funny stories, woman.
Well, he worked at SeaWorld, so it's just the thing. It's funny.
So I'm doing this live stream. There was no basis other than just hanging out and being sociable with everybody. It's kind of what it's been for the past 2 live streams, just hanging out, chatting, randomness. When anybody wants to talk about, I'm open for any suggestions. Gaming, pictures, sharing,
Okay, you can stop now.
stories, whatever.
You don't have to check.
Yeah.
No.
I talk all day on Marco Polo. That's all I'm doing here lately. I was singing karaoke a few minutes ago. Then it died down, and I was like,
Lindsay and I were on Myers and the Mouse today for like 5.5 hours.
Yep, it was 5.5 hours. I think for me it was 5 hours when I was on because I got in about half an hour in. And normally when she does her live streams, I get on pretty early. So anytime something goes like super long, I'm there for like the whole thing.
what was it called?
Myers and the Mouse.
What's that?
That is Kelly and Mama Mouse. Myers is her last name. They're a fabulous family. Do follow a YouTube channel. They're good. They're good peeps. Mama Mouse does crafting, and then they have preserving the magic and positivity streams, and their family. They have game nights and sing-alongs.
They're fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're a fun family. They do
If
a
I'm
lot
spelling it out, how do I spell it out in a search? Oh, never mind. Somebody put it in there. Never mind. I see it. Somebody put it in the thing.
Cool.
They'll be going live tomorrow at some point.
Yeah.
Usually one.
Jonathan Chong. Oh, Shelley, do you crop your photos for Instagram? I find it doesn't like my DSLR photos. That's important. Some photos I do crop, but I find that Instagram doesn't let me do full photos sometimes. Instagram will crop my photos and won't let me fix it. So there's a lot of photos I can't post, which is very frustrating, Jonathan. So I've been trying to upload my photos uncropped, just in case Instagram wants to crop them. So I feel your frustration. Tina McNeil, hello, darling. All right, so let's see. Halfway to Halloween. Does everybody love Halloween?
It is my second favorite holiday, second to Christmas. That's my
Yeah.
Amy, you agree?
It's like my second one too. I enjoy the Christmas the holiday season, Christmas, but Halloween's fun.
Okay. How about you, Tammy?
I like to dress up, but our holidays are a little bit different than yours.
What do you mean?
We celebrate like Hanukkah and Passover and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. But you do like Halloween. You do like dress up. How about you,
I
Danny?
like dressing up.
Do I like Halloween?
Well, what's your favorite?
My favorite holiday is Christmas. We have, Adrix never liked going trick-or-treating. Ever since he was little, he would much rather pass out the candy than get the candy. But Landon's all about getting the candy.
My second son here is about just hanging out.
Yeah.
And out the candy. Yeah. Yeah.
We normally go to like a carnival or something. Where I used to go to grade school, they have a carnival every year around Halloween time, so we normally go to that. It's pretty fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Pretty.
last Halloween was I consider it my last, like, actually, like, Halloween with, like, me and my friends and stuff. And now, if anything, we'll probably, like, hang out at my house and hand out candy.
I love the dress up. I love the decorating. I'm like a sci-fi horror kind of fan. So Halloween is right up my alley. Christmas would be my second because of all the twinkly lights and colors and the magic that brings, you know.
Yeah. Last year our Halloween, I forget whether like hurricane, like well we're inland, but there were still hurricanes that were affecting our weather, and they ended up moving it to the weekend, like a rain date or whatever. But there's a lot of houses around here that really go all out for Halloween decorations. I used to do a lot of that where I got the lights and the candlesticks and stuff.
See, that's not true because Jeff wasn't there. It was actually Chris Evans.
That's
Evans is really bad at making pizza. He's really bad at it. Jeff wasn't there. Jeff was off doing something else. But last year I went as the Joker for Halloween, and my friend went as Pennywise, and we both made our own outfits for it. So we didn't buy anything for him. Like, she sewed on and like hot glued like the buttons and all that. Like, she did a really good job.
That's cool.
And then
my mom used to have a lot of Halloween parties, and so we would dress up for those. One year, me and Steven went as I dressed him up as a shrimp, and I dressed up as cocktail sauce. We like to make a lot of our costumes.
Plus, whenever you're couples, you try to do something like bacon and eggs, or table and chair, or something like that.
We did a plug and plug in one year too, but that one was the plug part was so big because it was like a big, huge box.
Yeah, I've never really done, like, one year I did. Shelly, you said you like scary movies and stuff?
Yeah,
me too. I actually made my own Chucky costume.
Oh, wow, cool.
So I got this like wig, and then I bought like this really big pair of overalls, and then I found a bunch of patches, and I like sewed on all the patches and stuff, and I found this like colorful striped shirt. It came out really cool. And then I did like the makeup with like the cracks in the face. That's one of my favorite Halloween costumes that I've ever done. I'm very proud of that one.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming in, Sean.
I went to college for theater, and I used to love doing makeup and stuff. And so I wanted to be like a makeup person for movies at one time.
Oh, like Face Off on Sci-Fi Channel. I am totally down with that. I would love.
Yeah, I love that show too.
Can you all just go ahead and converse? I will be right back. I'm going to go talk with
I like that.
Okay.
That Face Off show too.
Cool. My dad.
There's another one where they do the whole body. It's like body painting or something. That one's cool too.
Yeah, my dad and I used to like religiously watch Face Off when it was on, and we would like watch it every week. And there was one week where we got so into watching it that about halfway through the episode, my dad picks up his phone and he's like, "You're late to your dance class." And then I looked at him and I was like, "But do I want to go?" And he was like, "No, let's just keep watching." So we didn't go to dance that day. We just kept watching.
I was like that in college.
Wayne is being all cute. He said, "I should get my wife to dress up like a key and lock since she holds the key to my heart." Oh, he's trying. Is she watching? Are you getting points? Are you getting points with her?
Yeah, Face Off was really good. I think the last few seasons I wasn't really as into it, but there were some really cool ones. Like they would do Ones that were based off of like fairy tales. Those were some of my favorite ones. Had to do with like
Bye.
Disney stories or fairy tales. I absolutely love that stuff. But they also had a lot of really cool like horror SFX ones that they'd have you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember one time they had the actor for Gimli from Lord of the Rings on, and it was really funny because he's like notorious for not liking that kind of stuff on his face, because when he was in Lord of the Rings, it gave him all of the dwarf makeup and silicone and all that kind of stuff actually gave him an allergic reaction. So it's really funny that he was like a host on like one of the guest people judges on the show when he has that history with special effects makeup.
That's cool. Yeah, I didn't see that one. Jonathan said he said a hot dog costume is a classic one at a convention because it's so out of place.
Yeah.
It really at a Comic-Con that would be completely out of place.
Honestly, if I saw that at a convention, I wouldn't question it whatsoever. I saw some.
Yeah, people.
I'd be
dress up
wondering
all
if they
kinds
were
of
selling some hot dogs and be like, "Where's the hot dogs at?"
I went to a convention that sold hot dogs. Like I was at a convention and they had like a whole like there were chicken tenders and everything.
There you go.
Wow.
Aw, that's sweet, Blaine.
Do you see his next comment, Tammy, for you?
No, let me see.
He said no.
Oh. That's funny.
Oh, Lord.
I always tell my husband, I tell him he's earning points, and then he always tells me, when can I cash these darn points in you're talking about all the time?
Now, see, my husband created the points. I didn't create the points. He's like, I'm losing points, aren't I? I'm like, what are you talking about?
There are no points. What are you? When did you come up with a point system for this relationship?
I didn't do that. You did that all on your own.
I don't really have a point system. I just say I'm giving him points when he does something cool to kind of let him know that I like it.
I like the like with the Comic-Cons, I like to try to go to that one that they have in Orlando that's pretty big, because I know a couple YouTube people that they actually go and do the cosplays and different things.
I'd like to go to one. I've never been to one.
I haven't either.
I think that would be fun.
I've been.
They canceled a big one, didn't they? Wasn't there one like this month or something?
There was a convention I was actually planning on going to over in Boston. It was in April that got canceled. I've been to 2 other conventions. I went to LCAC and I went to Saratoga Comic-Con.
Oh, that's cool.
So Saratoga was my very first convention, like my very first anime con. And because it's technically like Comic-Con, but LCAC is specifically an anime con, which took place in New York City. And that was like an all weekend thing. Like we had to stay in a hotel while we were there. It was really cool.
Did you dress up?
Yep. The first time I went to a Comic-Con, I only dressed up as Shoto Todoroki from My Hero Academia. But then
I actually know My Hero Academia because my friend made me watch it with him.
Yeah. So I dressed up as Todoroki from that my first time. And then at LCAC, I had a Aizawa cosplay from My Hero Academia, Princess Mononoke from Princess Mononoke, and Lucifer from The Devil's a Part-Timer, which is another anime. So 3 different anime, 3 different cosplays. I was not the only Aizawa there, and I was definitely the only Lucifer there because nobody recognized me as Lucifer. But I was also only in that cosplay for like an hour or 2 because that wig was way too small and I was getting a massive migraine. But my Princess Mononoke cosplay, that's like a really classic Studio Ghibli film. If you've ever watched Studio Ghibli movies and stuff, I got recognized I lost count of how many people stopped asking me where I got my cosplay and asking to take pictures with me, and I was like, I made this whole thing. I sewed it, I sculpted it, like I made the entire thing. You can actually see my Princess Mononoke cosplay on my channel, in my LCAC vlog, I think. If it's not in my LCAC vlog, it's in my convention stream that I did a few weeks ago.
Very cool, Kenzie. Very cool. We've got 2 here in Michigan that I'm aware of. We have one in Flint and one up here north on the West Coast in Traverse City.
I like
I don't want to
One
go by
Punch
myself.
Man.
So I
Yes.
Have you seen One Punch Man? Because I've seen like all of the ones that are out in English.
Yeah, no, I actually when I went to my very first convention, I saw someone dressed as Saitama, and it was like the funniest thing when people dress up as Saitama, because you can be like the most average looking person in the world, but you could still be the perfect Saitama, because he's just an egg. Like his head is an egg. It's
Yeah, that's easy.
You know
If
what
I was
like,
gonna dress up though, I would probably be the guy from Parasite with the weird hand thing that has the eyeball and like make an eyeball on my hand.
Oh, so like Pan's Labyrinth?
Sort of, but it's just one hand that grows out of him or whatever. It's kind of a weird anime. It's kind of weird.
I would like to go as a female Witcher.
That sounds cool.
I think that would be pretty awesome.
And if Steven went with me, he would be some kind of superhero. Probably Superman, I'd say. Since he likes
I like
Superman.
Storm from Marvel. I'm thinking about the white hair, where my white hair would fit in.
Mm-hmm. I was actually working on a cosplay when this whole quarantine thing started. It's like a really like obscure thing. I don't know why I wanted to cosplay this character so badly, because it's from a children's show. But I was working on, and I'm still in the process of making a Discord cosplay from the children's show My Little Pony.
My Little Pony. That's cool.
But there's a character, because I used to watch My Little Pony with my
Blaine.
And we were like absolutely obsessed with that show, and the character Discord is like my absolute favorite character. So I started working on the actual cosplay, but then the convention that I was planning on wearing that cosplay to got canceled. So
that stinks.
And some people are saying,
I
see some Comic-Con things, people are like, oh, so you don't get to go to Comic-Con, boo-hoo. And it's like, people spend a long time creating their costumes.
Yeah, and it's a lot of money too, like to buy all the material.
So no, it's not boo-hoo. It's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like, and it was even more stressful because I was hand sewing a pair of pants. Like, I don't have a sewing machine.
But you're getting one. Did you get it on you? Did you add it to your cart?
Yes, I did. I
can't sew very well, so I use the sewer's glue stuff to make my stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to show the half of the pants I have done.
There's that heat tape that you can use with an iron instead of using the.
I tried that, but it came apart. But there's like this glue stuff you can get that works pretty good. It's like sewer's glue. I use it a lot because I make flags and stuff too.
That was the stuff I was using on the ears earlier, Shelly.
Yeah, okay. The fabric glue.
Yeah, it's right over there, but I don't feel like getting it up and No, yeah. Jonathan, I have no machine. I had to hand stitch half a pair of pants. And what's frustrating is that I had to hand stitch the one side, right? And then I had to hand stitch over that twice to put in a fleece lining. But then after I sewed the other side at least 3 times, so this is about 6 layers of sewing with my bare hands, I realized I don't want the fleece. So I had to seam rip. I had to go to the store and buy a seam ripper, and then I had to seam rip 4 layers of hand stitching.
Yeah. It
I was
sucks
so-
because hand stitching
Huge.
takes a
My
while.
mom
so-
gave me a sewing machine because she really wanted me to learn how to sew. I tried to sew a headband and it was all squished up and I couldn't put it on my head. I was like, forget it. If I can't even do a headband, there ain't no way I'm going to do like a full-fledged costume or something.
I can sew a button.
All
I
right.
can do that.
I
And
learned how to
in
sew a
high
button in my
school-
home ec class.
In
Yeah.
high school, for one of my electives, I took cross stitching.
I
I
love
did
that.
cross-stitching.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
My mom is so great at sewing. She sewed my wedding dress, 2 prom dresses, all my costumes in high school for the different plays I did.
That's
She's
cool.
like awesome. I wish I had her skill, but I don't. I also don't have her patience because she also crochets. She crocheted this thing behind
Oh
me.
my goodness. Crocheting sounds so difficult.
She tried to show me that, and I'm like, I don't get it. Loop, loop. It does not look like yours.
I have people tell me crocheting is easier than knitting. And I used to know how to crochet, but I can only think of how to knit. So
That's how
I
I
think
feel when I watch
it's a
all the
skill.
what's that, Danny?
when I watch all the like vlogs and live streams where people are playing with Legos and stuff like that. I don't have the patience for that. That's my wife and the boys. They do that, not me.
I so desperately want like Millennium Falcon
Oh
Lego
yeah.
set. Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
want that in my life so badly. Don't they have a Star Destroyer as well?
Yeah, they do. They have the Star Destroyer. They have the Millennium Falcon. And there's a couple other pieces. Pam said that she sewed an Uncle Fester costume by hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other night, Wednesday night on Monarch Moments, she shared a couple of her wedding photos.
Right.
She had a Halloween wedding, and so there was a fester that walked her down the aisle, and she hand sewed his costume. And she also said that he had a light bulb that would light up.
That is so
wow.
cool.
Right?
I've always wanted to be in I'm assuming Uncle Fester costume. I don't know. That could be any type of costume. When I hear Uncle Fester costume, I think of the Broadway show, The Addams Family.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And I've always so desperately wanted to be in that show, but I feel like I feel like I don't have the vocal cords and the skill to play Wednesday. Because her part is a very primarily belting alto, and I am very much not.
Oh, okay.
I don't have the belting range of an alto, but I have the singing range of a soprano and an alto. My belting is very minuscule and not good. But I've decided that my dream role is Morticia now.
That was actually my nephew's high school did the Addams Family, and then we've seen it at another school. But I was surprised how well it was done.
Like, I want to be Morticia now. Like, I've given up on my dream of being Wednesday, and now I just want to be Morticia. My hair's black. It works.
Monarch Moment said, I've sewed my arm up like Rambo. Does that count?
That reminds me that I
That's
sent
a skill.
Monarch Moments a video of Jason Momoa. It was a little, I can't remember what it was advertisement for, but you guys know who Jason Momoa is?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of girls slobber all over him.
Yeah, he's
Not my type though, but
Oh, he's my type.
Same.
Anyways, that video, he's coming in and he like rips the arms off,
Oh my gosh, I've seen that.
and it's like all bony, and
Oh
he
my
does
goodness.
and everything, and it just cracked me up because we know that's not true.
That entire commercial freaks me out. It makes me so uncomfortable.
I'm more of a Kevin Bacon fan. That
Ah,
type.
I was a Matthew McConaughey type,
I like him too. He's
but
cool.
then Momoa came along, and
If
but
we're
I
talking muscles, I like The Rock.
I like Henry Cavill, Superman. I
Danny's
originally
just
watched him
thinking,
in
I can't fit in this one.
Tutors. You guys ever watch Tutors on HBO? He was in that before he became Superman. Ooh, Gerard Butler. Gerard Butler's, yeah.
I like Robert Downey Jr.
That Scottish
Yeah,
man.
Robert Downey Jr. Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. has always been one of my favorites.
Scottish man.
I like Harry Connick Jr. I like him.
I feel like that are
And Jeff-
older actors,
Just
like way older.
Way older than I'm thinking Sean
And the
Connery
Captain
and
America,
Sam Elliott.
See, I can't say Chris Evans because that's just Jeff now.
My wife's favorite actor is Liam
yeah, he's
Neeson.
gonna ruin that now.
Liam Neeson. The
Liam
actor
Neeson?
from Taken.
Oh,
That's
yes.
my wife's favorite actor.
Yeah, I like him pretty good. I watch a lot of his shows or movies.
Yeah.
I like Nicolas Cage too because I think he's just crazy. Like
He is crazy.
just every movie he's in, I laugh mostly. I'm like, it's over the top. He's over the top.
See,
I want to go to New Orleans and see his pyramid grave that he's got
I
there.
have pictures of it that I took myself.
Oh, really? That's cool. I want to go there.
He had family remains moved so that he could have his pyramid put there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, $250,000 pyramid that he had put there that hold 5 people.
He didn't put his family in there. It's just for
Nobody's in there. He's just got it there waiting for him. $250,000.
Oh my
And,
goodness.
people, fans were going there and kissing it, but they were
kissing it. I'm not gonna go kiss it, but I'd like to go look at it.
for quite some time. People were going into the St. Louis Cemetery. Number 1 is where it's at. It's the oldest cemetery in New Orleans, and
Yeah, that's the one you got to pay for to get into.
So
The other one's free.
but they were desecrating the cemetery, so they had to stop it. And now it has to be done by tour. So people were kissing his grave, and then he was really upset when they washed off the lipstick marks. But get over it.
Oh, he wanted them to stay on there?
Yeah, but see, it's Madame Laveau, the voodoo queen of New Orleans. You put 3 X's, kiss, you give flowers or something for wishes and whatnot. But they were actually breaking into her tomb and taking out her remains. So they had to stop it and make it so it was a guided tour. It's like a 45-minute tour. You can get it for anywhere from like $5 to $20 for a tour, depending on who you are there with. I just went right up to the entrance and paid my $20 and went in. They don't let you videotape. I could only take photos.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, but it was. I've been wanting to go to the cemetery there. I love Mark Twain. He visited there, and he called that he's the one who originated the City of the Dead. There's like 300,000 corpses just in a city block area there in the St. Louis Cemetery. It was beautiful. It was awesome. I was hoping to catch some ghosts, but it was daytime, so.
Well, we were originally going to be going to New Orleans in November and then go to Galveston to get on our cruise. But we changed our plans because of this stuff and decided to wait and actually book a cruise leaving from New Orleans sometime in the future.
That's cool.
But we were actually going to drive down there and then go to our thing. But we're thinking this year might not be the best time to do that. We're going to wait about that part.
Just honestly, and please don't anybody hate me. I don't think it's as bad as it's said to be. I think that we've all Corona itself is it's a cold virus, and if you have, with influenza, there's almost 200 different types of influenza. But when you go to the doctors, they say, "Oh, you got the flu." They don't tell you what specific type of flu you have. And Corona is just the cold, but they're picking out the specific thing to say, "Oh, but you've got this." I don't think it's as bad as they say it is.
I think the thing that's scary about Corona is how fast it spreads and how contagious it is.
It's not. I don't feel that it's any worse than the influenza or a cold, because they spread just as fast, and it affects the same people no matter what. People with low immune systems and such, and all of us sitting at home right now, and being quarantined, we're not going out and getting daily exposure of the bacteria that we need to keep our immune systems built up. So now our immune systems are being lowered, which kind of scares me for the fall, because now everybody with these low immune systems might not be able to fight off the second round, which could make it worse. But anyways,
me and Steven have to be a little extra careful because I'm diabetic and stuff. So we have to kind of be more careful about it. But we're still hoping to go on our cruise in November. We're hoping that we can go. If we have to wear a mask or whatever, we'll do what we gotta do.
Keeping your immune system boosted like you would through any cold and flu season is just as important.
What type, Tim?
Don't hate me. Don't hate me for
I'm just the borderline, they just said I just became diabetic again. I was diabetic before, and then I became not diabetic, and now I'm diabetic.
See, that's exactly what's happening to me. I got hospitalized for one night in December. Just my blood sugar just spiked out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And they told me I had diabetes, and I had to do the insulin and all that, but I was able to get off of it. And now they're like, I may not even have it anymore. So
yeah, I don't take insulin. It's some other kind of shot that I take once a week. That's for something I don't even know.
That's not bad at all.
Okay. But see, the other thing is let's say if you already have underlying conditions, or if you already have a weakened immune system, and something happens to you, if you die or whatnot, if you tested COVID, you didn't die of COVID, but if you tested for COVID, they're going to say you died of COVID, even though that's not what you died from. So if you pay attention to their words, they tested positive. Doesn't mean they died from, but they died and then tested positive. You got to pay attention to those words, because they do a lot of code words. And they're trying to prop up the numbers, because if you remember, Fauci came out and said millions of people are going to be da 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 da, and it's not like that. And I don't know if everybody knows, but Sweden didn't go on lockdown. Sweden was the only country not to go on lockdown, and everybody's fine. They were an example of, hey, we're not going to freak out. This is normal. Lysol carries COVID, carries coronavirus. Lysol.
We were just as worried when we went on our first cruise back in 2016 because of the virus, the norovirus that's on cruise ships, So either way, I have to be careful of no matter what kind of thing it is. But I'm hoping that we don't have to wear a mask the whole cruise, because that would suck.
You don't have to wear a mask. It's like wearing a chain link fence to prevent skeeters. It's not airborne unless
they might make you to be on the cruise, though. Like they might say that if you're going to do the cruise, you have to.
When I went on my cruise 5 years ago, I just took Lysol wipes and I wiped everything down in my room, because I was just.
Oh, I do that already. I already do that.
I was just scared about natural things. It's like going to a hotel room. I'm wiping down the remotes and the switches and everything, But that's
I just want to go. I want to see the ocean so bad. I was so mad today because it's very sunny here right now and so pretty. And I wanted to go to the park, and me and Steven have like a little picnic. And I called, and our parks aren't open. So we can't even go and have a picnic. And the benches are way far from each other. But the one park that has the lake, the restaurant and the dock is open, which is very crowded place. But the place where it's all spread out isn't open. It didn't make any sense. I'm like, that makes no sense.
Well, it makes no sense here in Michigan. Our crazy governor decided that we can't take motorboats and stuff into the lakes. And I'm like, we're out in the middle of a lake. Who are we going to, how is that a problem?
Yeah, I was sad about that because it's such nice weather and we don't have a place to go. Like, there's nowhere to go if we want to just enjoy it. And we live in an apartment complex, so we don't have like a nice place outside to enjoy.
Yeah. And
If you live in Tammy?
Carthage, Tennessee. It's like a little country town.
Okay. No, I was curious because I know, people do get in their car or whatever.
Yeah.
I know it's hard in different places.
I just wanted to go, like, enjoy a picnic table, maybe cook out, do something outdoors.
So it's 1 a.m. I have a few things I have to do tomorrow, so I'm going to hop off. Thank you for having me on, Shelly. I had a great time.
Oh, Kenzie, thank you for participating. I'm glad you wanted to be here, and I'm glad you came.
Yeah, you
Nice to meet you.
It was nice meeting you too. Yeah, Shelly, you can throw a link my way anytime you want. I'll try to make try to see if I can get on.
Kenzie, what's the name of your channel before you leave?
Kenzie Days.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy.
All right, well, I will be on Sunday at midnight for sure. And tomorrow night on Instagram, I'm going to go live at about 8:20. I'm going to do a sunset over here at Duncan Bay off of Lake Huron.
Cool.
Oh, wow. That's neat.
So, yeah, Pamela was there with me today along with my daughter to make sure I got enough cellular service. So I will be doing that tomorrow. Please come and join me. And if I don't see you this weekend, maybe I'll see you next week with Myers. That'd be great.
Yeah, totally. All right.
Good to know you, girl.
With you guys.
See you, Kenzie.
Have a good night,
Bye, Kenzie. Thank you. Awesome. I'm so glad to have y'all here.
My face just got blowed up now.
Hey, good night, Jeff. He's going to be heading out. I know they have their show and stuff tomorrow too.
Good night, Jeff.
Jeff. So
Bye,
good night,
Jeff.
Good night, Jeff. He says he needs to get going. Angela's going to get me up early to find stupid planner for her basil and bikes. Have a great night, everyone. Jeff, have a great night. Basil, you know what? Basil is a good mosquito repellent, by the way. So plant some basil because it keeps mosquitoes away. Have a good night. We'll see you soon. Thanks for coming in.
Peppermint is too.
Who is?
I said I think peppermint is too.
Oh my gosh, there are so many things I can go on for a while about mosquito repellents. Gonzo says he loves my background. Thank you, Gonzo. These are all my photos.
And I
I know she makes me want to get some twinkly lights or something.
Should I put it on twinkle mode or is it going to mess it up? I can put it on twinkle mode.
Shelly, you go on ghost tours ever?
I haven't, but I would totally be happy to do ghost tours. I'm not doing ghost tours in my home, so I would like to go elsewhere to do that. I'm actually a mod in a couple paranormal channels. I'm sorry, Amy, what were you going to say?
I was going to say I did a ghost tour in Philadelphia and at Gettysburg. I was a little disappointed with the Gettysburg one, but then just because I didn't go to where I thought it would, and I should have did this other one that went more in depth. But it was still kind of interesting to hear the stories and stuff.
Oh, definitely.
About like Civil War soldiers and stuff like that?
Yeah, they talked about that. They took us to an area where Jenny, the one nurse that was named Jenny or something at the beginning, and they talked about her ghosts coming to her and stuff.
I would love that.
Yeah, it was interesting, and I know now to go see other things. And out of the 4 years that my niece was at Gettysburg College, we finally, like the weekend that she was graduating, that we got up there earlier, and we had gone to dinner at one of the restaurants that was an old home from the Civil War era, and then they had talks down in the basement and that, but we didn't get finished in time for me to go ahead and go down and do that. So
I used to live in Kentucky, and there's a asylum there, and I wanted to go tour it. They did like these midnight tours where you could go in the old asylum, and they would tell you about all the patients and stuff.
Yeah, they have a place.
We didn't do it though, but I wanted to.
Brownsville, West Virginia, that's an old asylum, and at Halloween, and I think around year round, sometimes they do the paranormal people have like a day or whatever. There's a lot of places in Pennsylvania that's haunted or whatever. So it's interesting. I know at Halloween I went with my friend one time, and we were hoping to see a little more or kind of looking around, but it was just too crowded with the people, and our tour guide wasn't that great. So that makes or breaks, I think, some of those ghost tours and stuff.
Kimberly and I went on one last May. There's a small town in Arkansas called Eureka Springs, and they had a haunted tour there. It was pretty cool, pretty interesting.
Pam was talking about she'd like to do a ghost tour, but her back, the way it is, it probably won't happen. I'm with her. I wish they had the tours like for people that had a hard time getting around.
More accessible.
Like, yeah, they don't make them very accessible for people that if you wanted to do one, like, and the bus things are okay, but I mean, if you can't get out and look at something, then it's like, eh.
I went in October when I was down in Mississippi with my mom and my family. My uncle took me to the Myrtles Plantation in St. Francisville, which happens to be like one of the most haunted places in the States. One of the proprietors, one of the buyers back in the 80s when they bought the house, they were taking photos of the property, of course, for insurance purposes and all that, and had caught a photo of said Chloe, who was a former, I don't want to say slave because she was in the house. She helped take care of the house and the children and whatnot. But she was caught, she was the mistress of the homeowner, the plantation owner, and she got caught for eavesdropping outside of the parlor room, and he didn't like it, so he banned her, and she wasn't happy with that. But she had also been known to dabble in voodoo, and in order to win favor back into the house, she had taken oleander because the children's birthdays were coming up, and used oleander in the birthday cake. Now, she only meant to make enough, like put enough in there to make them sick. But it ended up poisoning the two children and the mother that they died. And the husband ended up finding out, and they hung her on that property. And they didn't tell me which tree it was, but they hung her there, and she hung there for a few days before they went and wrapped her body up and threw her off in the Mississippi River. So they have a mirror there, the ghost mirror, which they've replaced. They kept the frame, but they replaced the glass and remirrored it like several times. But yet the same kind of handprint, face print, and kind of stuff kept appearing in there. And I've always wanted to go there, but I'm like, I'm not looking at any mirrors. I'm not looking, phenomenal. One of my first videos that I posted on YouTube was just photos of the place because I'm not allowed to take video in there, kind of like the cemetery. So I just had to do video or photos. But I will be doing Myrtle Plantation video 2.0 soon with a little bit more. I have more photos, and I want to put a little bit more information in with the stories that I learned. But it was a very awesome place. They did live the high life then. I guess you had these little crystal little bowls, and if they were for salt, and supposedly back then if you had salt, you were very high class because it was a very it wasn't a commodity that everybody had. I did, and I should post it. My cousin's been telling me to post it. You're only allowed in the house through a tour, and there was less than a dozen of us in the tour. When we came outside of the house and I was around front taking photos, I have a photo of what looks like a woman in the window to the right of the front door, which is just the room off the parlor room. You can see a woman with dark hair and white in the window. But I also have the photograph from the other side that there's no furniture or anything there by that window. So I should probably post that on my Instagram. I just haven't. People think I'm crazy, but it is what it is. There it is, the photo. I don't know, they say if you feel like, spider webs or something on you, they say it's kind of like a spiritual touch. You know how if a hair falls off and tickles your arm? I had that kind of experience, but other than that, I didn't see anything and I didn't have any bad vibes. But I knew it was there. It's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The survey, they had a picture of her and two of the kids up on the roof. Definitely go check it out. I will post it soon.
I guess our main spooky attraction in Tennessee is the Bell Witch Cave, probably.
Yeah.
It's probably the main thing that most people come to see that's spooky.
I would probably go do paranormal investigation there before I'd go to Myrtle's, because Myrtle's was a little creepy for me. Like the whole land, there's multiple stories that I heard there, and my uncle's like, "You want to stay the night?" And he stayed the night there a few years ago. I won't stay the night there. Jim, hey Jim, more sunshine, please. Hey, fellow Michigander, thanks for coming in. Thank you, and sleep good. We'll see you soon.
Good night, Jim.
Good night, Jim.
Good night, Jim.
Night, Jim.
Oh, man.
So, has anybody had any ghost experiences or anything? No?
I've had some experiences, but I don't know if I want to share them or not.
We talked a little bit on today on Myers and the Mouse with Mama Mouse. She has some kind of stuff going in there at her house. I've had some experiences, and when I said what I had happen, something similar had happened to her just recently, which is my grandmother's house down in Mississippi. I was sleeping in my grandfather's bed. My grandfather's passed since I was like 6 years old, so 44 years or 42 years. I laid down in the bed. I was about 23, and something later had laid down in the bed next to me. Like it was like, like old school bed. It was just a mattress on springs, and I felt the bed go down, but of course I was, how you're a kid and you just lock down and you sweat and just hope it goes away. That's what I did. But I had multiple other experiences besides that. So
Ours was more of a spirit animal.
I would
a honey badger
compared to what I had.
No, it was some kind of cat, but it was like a cat, the bobcat or whatever. It has big ears,
right?
And it ran through our apartment and behind our bed and out the window. And I saw it fully, but my husband just saw like the shadow of it.
Jeez.
But that's when we first moved in the apartment, and I prayed a lot because I didn't know what it was. I was like, "What the crap was that?" And it was not our cats, because the cats were actually not in the room at all. They were in here, and our door was shut. So it was like, it was a very weird thing. And it went out the window, and the window was closed. So yeah. But I was just like, I don't know. It was some kind of cat I don't know.
I think my
Weird.
experiences have been a lot milder than I've heard other experiences. Even though I feel my experiences were pretty traumatic, I've heard far worse experiences.
Yeah, I've had a worse one, but I'm not going to share that one.
The only thing I ever hear, like in our house or whatever, is like I know nobody's upstairs, but you could hear the creaking on the floors from up the upstairs floors or something. And then another time, but he never really haunted us. But I think it was just something when he passed away. My grandfather passed away when I was younger, also. But my dad had a younger brother pass away when they were kids, and that I remember like sleeping in that, but you know how you wake up like in this daze, and I remember seeing a guy and then a child standing there, and then my sister kind of woke up and I said, "Hey, what happened to those people standing over there?" You know, so I often wondered if he came and showed the younger son,
Right.
the family.
When I was a teenager, I had an experience at Halloween. I had a party, and my parents let us hang out in the garage. And this dude was into a lot of weird stuff. But anyways, I'm not going to go deep dive into that. We had like a seance kind of thing, and he put a mirror in the middle of a circle, and I had such a weird experience. I saw like somebody die in a vision, like in an old car, like the old crank cars, like really old car,
Right.
And it was like a little boy, and it made me cry, and I broke the circle. I was like, no more. It like freaked me out really bad. I'm like, I ain't doing this no more. But yeah. And then my sister one time had a friend over, and she had a Ouija board, and they were playing with that, and the door slammed by itself and locked, and there was all these weird sounds. And my sister's friend told me that my sister flipped over in the bed, and her head did something weird and all this crazy crap. And they scared the crap out of me. I don't know if they were playing a trick on me or if that really was something that was happening, but the door did slam by itself, and they were sitting on the bed when it came open. So, but yeah.
Crazy. What?
Yeah, there's weird things happen. I do think that there's other worldly things we don't know about.
Oh yeah, don't play with Ouija boards, because down there at the same house, there was horrible experiences with the Ouija boards.
Oh, well, we tried to get rid of the Ouija board, and that didn't work very well. We ended up giving it to the neighbor, the girl that, like, we gave it to her. Because we was trying to throw it away, and it would be behind our bed thing, the back of our bed. It just show up there, and I'm like, we threw this away. And so we give it to her. We said, here, you just take it.
Oh my
She
goodness.
liked it a lot. So, I mean, it was a gift for her, I guess.
Yeah, Jonathan, I've seen people where they record themselves sleeping. I will never do that, because I'm guarantee if I see anything, I will not ever sleep again.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't want to know. If it's not bothering me while I'm sleeping, I don't need to know no more.
There's been a couple of times in my life I've had to even use a nightlight because of stuff.
I'm not big like on when the Omen type movies, the devil type of possession type movies and stuff. So it's like, because you just like, kind of freaky in a sense.
Omen is definitely freaky.
All I know is nobody's coming up in my apartment with a Ouija board. If they have one in their hand, I'm gonna be like, no, go away. Go somewhere else.
Or vampire movies I love vampire movies and stuff, but you see them looking out the window and there's a vampire standing at the bottom of the window, so I don't like doing that at night. And look out the window wondering like who's standing out there. Freak yourself out.
Minor comments.
I had a very active imagination as a kid, though. I would really freak myself out all the time. I would see stuff all the time and be hollering for my mama. They're like,
Well,
come here,
yeah.
there's stuff all up in here.
When I would be visiting my family down in Mississippi, my mother's brothers would tell me scary stories. Or one night they came running in the back door and they swore they heard Bigfoot following them because they were out hunting. And they come running in the door. They were sweating and they just looked scared. And they said they heard this like following behind them. And I was like, you know, but they would always tell me scary stories. And then I'd be like bothering my uncle. So I'm sleeping with you, right? Because you got the gun and you know everything. So I'm sleeping in here with you. And if you don't like it, then you shouldn't have scared the hell out of me. So here I am. Lots of scary stories down there. And that's probably that house. That was probably the most scariest times in my life, was at my grandmother's house down there. And nobody lives in it now. I was just there a few months ago and it's completely vacant. I wanted to go and I did want to go and search, but I couldn't have nobody would want to go with me. They're like, no, we're just leaving it alone. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going by myself either. So it was 3 houses that they had put together from 3 different locations around the state of Mississippi. And one of the sections, when we were playing with the Ouija board, me and my mother, said that this little boy had drowned at these falls, not far from where it was. So at the time, I'm visualizing, like, you remember Friday the 13th, when at the end she's in the canoe and the sun's coming up and everything's okay, and then Voorhees comes out of the water, the child, and grabs her and pulls her down. I'm visualizing that in the house. Now the bathroom was on the opposite side of the house, and if any water was running at the time, the pump house would go on. And we're all sitting there, just me and my mom, my grandmother, and my sister, and the pump house comes on just as we were talking about this being who had drowned, and then the water comes on. So I'm visualizing Jason Voorhees, little Voorhees, in the house. That was quite scary. And it also said my grandfather was there and sitting in the room in his chair watching us. And my mother just got up right away and left. But the other part of the house used to be, there's those hooks in the ceiling, because before there's like funeral homes and everything, they would have like a wake in your home.
Oh, right.
And the caskets from the ceiling. Right. And that was in another room. So this house had way too much. Way too much.
Well, I'm going to head off because I do have like a 9 o'clock appointment in the morning and stuff. So, and it's already 1:30 here, or going on 1:30.
Amy, so, you're awesome. Thanks for joining.
No, you're welcome. Thank you for letting me come in.
Oh, yeah, anytime, Amy.
But I better get some sleep and stuff, and I'm trying to get back into that routine, though, of not staying up too late. But that's the thing. That's always the hard part.
I hear you, darling.
But yeah, I got a couple things to do tomorrow. So,
all right. Well, maybe you'll join me again on Sunday.
Possibly, I'll see, because midnight's a little bit late, and I know my morning comes pretty fast. So, we'll see.
Well, I'll be doing a live stream if the weather permits tomorrow about 8:20. I'm going to do a sunset on Lake Huron tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, I'll look for that.
So. But thank you for being here, darling.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you for
pleasant dreams, and see you soon.
You too. Bye, Danny. Bye.
Good night, Amy.
Everyone.
Oh, she went back behind the chair. Steven's going to say hi, I think.
And then there were 3.
Steven's going to say hi.
Hey, there he is.
He's been snoozing over here in his recliner.
Hello, Stephen. Nice to meet you.
What's
Hello.
going on, Steven? How are you?
Danny feels better
We're
now.
good.
There's another guy.
Right?
What time is it? 12:26.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all have a good one.
That was it. He said hi.
Yeah, sure.
Hi,
Alright,
have
so
a good
Monarch
one.
Moments. Oh, Captain, are you Captain
That was
Ackroyd, are
funny.
you leaving? I'm sorry if I didn't see you come in. So Monarch Moments. Hey Garrett, it's your turn.
Tammy, when he's a little less tired, tell him how much we enjoy his laugh.
Oh, did you hear him?
Oh, yeah, no, thank you.
He said thank you. He's my little turkey.
And Pamela, the invite's still available if you want to join.
He just got changed to day shift from night shift, so he's a little out of sorts.
Oh, most definitely. I used to do
So-
that.
But he's more of a day person, really. I'm more of a night person. We're very opposites. That's why I set the stream like for the afternoon time, because that's when he's more awake.
Right.
And then I'm not a morning person, so it's like right in that sweet spot.
I hear you. So about my ears, do you think I should put a bow on it or not? Because I kind of like them without a bow.
Let me see them better. Put them up closer. I want to see them better. No, it's Star Wars. Don't put a bow. No bow. That wouldn't look right. Maybe a star and maybe like a little ribbon and a star or something would be cool. If you wanted to girly it up or something.
Well, I had like a navy blue thing that I was doing with the bow, and then I have like a black velour that I thought would be cool. But when I have them on, I'm thinking
I think it looks good without it.
I kind of
Just my opinion, though.
covers up like the Star Wars and like half of the Falcon. And Monarch
You
says
could put the bow like toward the back. Like
Monarch says to put the Death Star in the middle. So
I don't know what that looks like because I'm not a Star Wars person, but sure.
It
It's a
looks like
star.
our moon, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Steven would know. He's more of the Star Warsy.
Jonathan's idea. Bow in the center.
I'm a
Black bow.
disaster flick person. I like disaster flicks. That's kind of my thing.
What do you mean disaster flicks?
Like
Speed?
2012, like San Andreas,
Oh yeah.
Dante's Peak.
Twister.
Ooh, Twister is a good one.
Twist.
I like natural disaster movies a lot. Stories about asteroids coming to Earth to destroy it.
Oh, should have
Stuff
a
like
red
that.
lightsaber and a blue green.
Twister's just a documentary about Oklahoma. That's all that is.
I like Twister.
I'm into weird weather stuff in general. I get excited when there's a storm coming and stuff. So
Just do it if you're gonna do it.
I'm weird, I guess.
It says put R2D2 in
Oh,
there.
that's a neat idea. A bow with a red lightsaber and a blue-green saber on each side of the bow. Where are you going to find those at?
Usually I end up making things.
I guess you could get like the little Lego lightsabers and glue them on. You know, the Lego
Grizzly
ones.
Brothers. Hello, Grizzly Brothers.
You know who
Grizzly
that is,
Brothers.
right, Shelly?
Yes. Adric says so about a week ago he couldn't sleep at all and heard something in the hallway. So he looked at his doorway and there's this headless man ran into the room next to him, then ran out of the room. and didn't make a sound. Interesting. See, me, my husband, and my second and my youngest have all had something standing in our doorway that looks like a big lumberjack man when we were children. It almost took up the whole doorway. Like I had a babysitter there. My parents were gone. I had rolled over, and there was this large shadow in my doorway. And I heard the garage door opening, and my parents coming home. And as soon as my dad came in the door, I'm like, Dad, someone was here. This big man was in my door. So he like went around the house and went outside of the house looking for something. There was nothing there. But my husband had the same experience. Then my son, when he was about 5, had the same experience. My daughter, when she ended up being about 5, she had the same experience. We call him the lumberjack man, which I ended up finding out that they made a movie of, but I don't know if it's relative to what we had. But we had all some kind of ironically seen the same kind of thing.
Adric and my wife have been thinking that our house has been haunted since we moved here. Like our house was built like on some native burial ground or something like that, you know? Since we're in Oklahoma, I don't know. But I've never seen any of it. They all say they have.
I mean, this land has so much history. It's inevitable they're going to be, something somewhere.
Yep.
I don't think it's going to be like maybe all 100% like Pet Cemetery style, but, or Poltergeist, but for sure, you know.
Since you are in the supernatural realm, I'll just ask y'all what y'all think about UFOs.
I can neither prove nor disprove. So therefore, I'm open-minded.
You've not seen any?
I agree with what Shelley said.
Have either of you seen any?
No, I haven't seen any. We've seen some weird stuff in the sky. We can't really explain what it was, if it was a star or what, but we definitely have seen some weird stuff. Yeah, I'll give you that.
I watched, I've always thought, sometimes when you see things, and most times that being like a satellite.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. That's what. Yeah.
But when I'm watching the satellite, I'm waiting for the satellite to just go, whoosh. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for it to just go in another direction as opposed to just following its continuum like the International Space Station.
I'll stare at really bright stuff for a long time to see if it moves. I'll be like, are you going to move or what?
Talk about ghost stories.
I do a lot of star watching myself. It's the name. It's part of my name, Star Walker. I do love astrology, or I should say astronomy. So I can either prove or disprove. But again, I'm open-minded. I've heard stories. I can't say I've had any personal experiences, but I'm not going to count it out. I mean, this universe has been around too long to say that this doesn't or does exist. It's too big.
I'll tell you my theory.
Just say hi, Rachel.
I have a theory. My theory is the things that we are calling UFOs are beings that are from a different dimension that in my belief system would be even an angel or a demon. That's my theory. But,
my theory is based on this conversation is there's multitudes of beings from multiple universes and like petroglyphs and hieroglyphs and historical writings and stuff. What is it? Ancient Aliens on History Channel. Is that what it is? There's all kinds of evidence of things that have been here. Biblically, there are things that have been here. So I can either prove or disprove, but
yeah, that's why I call it a theory. It's a theory.
And I don't like it when people say conspiracy theory because there has to be a conspiracy for there to be a theory. So it's not so bad for me to theorize something that is, conspiracy. How do I say that? When there is a conspiracy happening, I wanted to say conspiracy. Yeah, I can't even say the word I want to say because I don't think it exists.
I love looking at conspiracy theories.
Mhm.
I love to just see what's out there and what people say, whether it's true or not. I just like to dabble.
It helps you. It helps you. It's a way of evaluating your surroundings and what's going on. You need to have both sides in order to find where you are in it, and to have information from both sides, helps balance you out and keeps you level-headed to keep going. Other than that, if you go too far this way or that way, then neither is good.
But me and my husband, I tell you what, one thing we have fought over, one conspiracy theory, and Stephen, what is it? The main thing that we fought over that's a conspiracy theory. I'm gonna see if he gets it. He said it. He called it something else, but the Mandela Effect. The Mandela Effect is like something that me and my husband have had like big discussions over.
Well, that's good.
I'd be like, well, that ain't what I remember. And he'll be like, no, that's not what I remember. And he says, it's not even a real thing. But anyway, that's funny though. It's all in good fun. Me and my husband just mess with each other.
No,
But,
it's good to have those discussions like we are right now. It is.
But sometimes we'll get heated about that subject. So I'll just
over the floor.
me and him, I'll just say, let's just stop talking about it.
Now, Jonathan says, he's quoting, the universe is a pretty big place. If it's just us, seems like an awful waste of space. Dr. Arloway? And then that's the Contact movie. That's with Jodie Foster, and wasn't Matthew McConaughey in that?
McConaughey.
He was in Interstellar. Have y'all seen that? That's a really good flick.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
That will mess with your head a little bit. It is a little bit. You should watch that one, Danny. That's a good one.
What's it called? Interstellar?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. Is it
dimensional
sci-fi?
Yeah, I'd call it sci-fi.
I don't know if I can watch it. I'm not a big sci-fi guy.
Hi, Monica.
Oh, you're not?
No, not really.
What kind of movies do you watch, Danny?
I like chick flicks.
Oh, chick flicks.
Hey, my favorite movie is Dolphin Tale.
Oh, yeah. I heard you say that before.
Yeah.
I'm forgetful.
It's all right.
Well, but that's not really a chick flick. That's just a family film. What's a chick flick that you like a lot?
Well, Pretty Woman. That's my chick flick.
No. So I saw the movie. Have you heard of the movie Sweet Home Alabama?
Yep.
I saw that 3 times at the theater.
Wow.
That's what.
And I like a lot of the Nicholas Sparks movies, like Safe Haven, for example. You heard of that one, Safe Haven? That's a good movie. Or The Best of Me. That's another good movie.
All right, Fried Green Tomatoes. That's one of my favorite chick flicks.
I like that. Maybe I ain't seen it in a long time though.
I'm more of a
sci-fi. Mine is 50 First Dates. Have y'all, with Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore?
Yeah. I have it on DVD and I've seen that one a lot.
Yeah.
And Bedazzled.
Bedazzled.
Favorite chick flick that can be sci-fi is the
Hey, that's
mine would be Alien.
Brandon Fraser's in Bedazzled.
And Elizabeth Hurley.
Yeah, she plays the devil or whatever.
I used to
That's
love that
funny.
movie too. That was hilarious.
Well, you know that's a remake from an old movie, a really old movie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. In the original, the older film, it was a guy that would played the devil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really a different one. I've seen both of them because
I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, that one's one of my favorites too. I have that on DVD too. And Blast from the Past. Have you seen that? That
I don't know
one's
if I've seen that
hilarious.
one.
Oh, that's Brandon Fraser, and it's about his dad is scared of a nuclear holocaust or something, and he builds a bunker, and they get trapped in it, and they have to stay in there for a really long time, and all the years go by, and then Brandon Fraser comes out, and he knows nothing about like what's happening in the world, and all the stuff he knows is from the 50s and 60s. And so he's trying to fit in modern society with how he was raised in the bunker. It's funny.
Jonathan says Roman Holiday. I don't believe I've seen that one.
I don't think I've seen that either.
Blast from the Past. Garrett agrees with you, Tammy. He says I need to watch Blast from the Past.
You do. It is funny. That one makes me laugh a lot.
Brandon, please stop.
Or put that sombrero on.
He's like running back and forth in the living room like it's a track.
That's what my cats are usually doing at this time, but they're tired tonight.
Your cats?
My cats usually around midnight, they'll start the cat Olympics and they'll start like jumping and running.
What time does the bobcat come out and start running?
We've only seen that one time. And I think we might have prayed them away. I don't know. I ain't seen it again. So, and I'm fine with that.
I also like comedy movies. Like one of my favorite movies was Wedding Crashers.
I've seen that one.
That one's pretty funny.
I guess Blast from the Past and Bedazzled are kind of more comedy. But
that's how
I like Adam Sandler. Huh?
That's how I finally got through watching all the Star Wars movies. I just pretended it was a giant chick flick. Because it kind of is. They all in the end are essentially like love stories.
I don't like Star Wars.
Avatar is a chick flick, kind of.
Hey, for me as a 5-year-old girl, that was me. It's in my DNA.
I like Mandalorian though. The Mandalorian series is good. I like it.
Yeah, I have
only because of Baby Yoda. If they didn't have Baby Yoda in it, I probably wouldn't like it.
The child. He's the child. It's not
the child.
So you just watching to see him, huh?
I was like, well, that's cute. But everything I like about Star Wars is stuff people don't like. So I like Jar Jar. I think he's cute and hilarious. And I've heard people say that's the worst character of all.
You like Tim, huh? Jar Jar Binks?
And I like I keep forgetting the one guy, the big blobby character.
Oh,
yeah. Princess Leia, his slave.
From the older movie?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, I don't remember his name
What's
either.
The blobby?
The chat'll know.
He's in the first one and Return of the Jedi.
What is he called?
Or 4 and 5, or 4 and 6.
Stop, man.
Jabba.
What's he called?
Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt. There it is.
What was it?
Yeah. Jabba.
Jabba.
It keeps. Oh, Jabba the Hutt. Yeah, that's it. Jabba.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that character because he's funny and makes me laugh. And he reminds me of something from the Garbage Pail Kids or something.
Garbage Pail Kids.
Did y'all ever collect those Garbage Pail Kid cards?
No. My sister did.
Oh, gosh. They're so funny.
I had a couple just like, mess with her and get something she didn't have. But other than I didn't. My sister did.
Am I older than y'all? How old are y'all? I'm just curious.
39.
I'm 48.
Okay. All right, I'm not. So, yay.
You the youngest, Tammy?
I thought I was showing my age there. No, I'm 42.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm the youngest woman here. Hutt's family are gangsters. His siblings are funnier in Clone Wars. I haven't watched any of are you talking about like the animated series of Clone Wars? I haven't watched any of that.
Stevens watched a little bit of that.
Oh, Bridesmaids. Bridesmaids was a good one.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I also what's the one with Julia Roberts?
Pretty Woman.
No, Cameron Diaz.
Runaway Bride.
I know what you're talking.
Yeah, Runaway Bride. That's it.
Oh, then I don't know what you're talking about.
If I had to pick a chick flick, I like that one. But yeah, Pretty Woman was my favorite chick flick.
I just remember Cameron Diaz being in a movie, kind of like a chick flick, singing a certain song.
Horribly, right?
I probably shouldn't say
That
it on
was the
here.
wedding singer, wasn't it?
Are you talking about Mask?
Was it Mask or the wedding singer?
I wasn't either one of those.
Oh,
I forgot what it was called.
the trivia of the night.
I just remember the song.
Charlie's Angels.
I'm
What
not
was
going to
the
say it on here.
Oh,
Because she had the little underwear and doing the
What's the song? I mean, what's the movie?
Charlie's
Shelley?
Angels.
No, it wasn't that one either.
Lucy Liu, Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz.
I can find it. I can't say the song on here though.
Oh.
sorry, I was telling Hubby good night. We're going to Sleepy Town. He slept in here for the longest.
Along came Polly, Pam says.
I've seen that.
Oh, wasn't that one either.
That
Sweetest
had
Thing, that's what it's
Jennifer
called.
Aniston in it, didn't it?
Sweetest Thing.
Well,
Who else was in
I
that?
don't think I've seen The Sweetest Thing.
Sweetest Thing. Let's see who else was in it. Christina Applegate. Came out in 2002. Selma Blair.
Oh, okay. Gosh,
What
I
was
don't
that
remember a lot
about?
about it, but I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, huh?
Something About Mary was good. That was a good one.
Yeah, that's a funny movie too.
Ben Stiller.
I didn't like that one too much, but I like Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
I don't remember much from Dodgeball. I know I watched it, but I don't remember much from Dodgeball. And I hated the game Dodgeball in school. Hated it. That was
You
a cruel
I
game.
didn't like the game in school because I was such a big target.
It wasn't fair because the boys could throw more harder than the girls, and if that smacked your little bare leg, it would just burn. And that was not a good time. That was
I
a
always
cruel-
got out really fast, so like, well, I'm out. It just started. My one little Peppy's playing. She's the only one. The other cats are asleep. She's probably thinking, "What's wrong with y'all?" I love my cats. I talk about them too much. I know.
Joey, that's cool. You got to hang out with Pam today. That's pretty neat.
I didn't get to hang out with Pam today.
You didn't?
I would have loved to hang out. I didn't. No, I didn't get to hang out with Pam.
I thought you
I
said
had to hang out-
Pamela. Is that it? Somebody else?
No. What did you see, hon?
Oh, I thought you had said that you. hung out with Pam today? Like,
Oh,
you're
okay,
gonna do
okay, I got you. She joined in my Instagram live stream for a few minutes while I was earlier this evening.
Okay.
To find out how my cellular service was over at Duncan Bay off Lake Huron. Because remember about a week or so ago, I said I wanted to do a live stream.
Yeah.
You guys. So I tried that today, and of course she's the first one there, sweetheart.
And I know y'all both live there in Michigan. We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
I just misunderstood.
No, you're all right. I misunderstood what you were saying because I'm like, I didn't get to see her yet today. So, but we're gonna meet soon. I can't wait for us to meet.
I thought, have you ever forgot you was on video? I just put this big old piece of this candy in my mouth, and it was like, and then I looked, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on video. Everyone's seeing me.
Hey, Tammy, did you see our live stream this past Wednesday night? The trivia one for wrestling?
Yeah, I was in there.
So did you see everything that happened?
Yeah, I saw your alarm go off, and you tripped.
That was crazy.
That was funny.
Jeez.
Oh, see, Pam. She said every time she played dodgeball, she would get smacked in the face with the ball. Yeah. I'm so glad they cut that out. It's the wrong game to play with kids. Because then, if you didn't do good, then they bully you later and all that. Mm-mm.
Hey, I know I have one of my best buds. He's a PE teacher, Shelly.
Mm-hmm.
He loved it when they played that game in his class because he would play it too.
Happy.
Now that I'm all grown up, bring it. Now that I'm all grown up, bring it. Let's see how fun y'all have now.
See what Garrett said?
Him getting hit
Yeah.
in the no-touch zone.
Gives a new meaning to the name Bing Bong.
Yeah, Pam.
That's pretty good.
Garrett said he should have moved. He must have just been like, huh, what? Oh. Oh, that's funny.
Bing bong.
I didn't know where Bing Bong came from till the other day when I watched Inward. Now I know.
Still don't know.
Dog poop?
It's a character.
No, now he's just Bong.
Oh.
He lost his Bing and he's just Bong. Oh, that's funny, Garrett. Oh, it's not Inward, it's Inside Out. Thank you, Pam.
Yeah, I get it.
That's
Oh, I thought you said N-word.
Oh, no.
I was like, what? I'm not saying that.
It even looks like
Inside Out. I have seen Inside Out.
Yeah. So that's where Bing Bong came from.
But I don't remember. I got this vanilla from Amazon today. Is from Mexico. They put these free candies in there.
Free candy.
This is free candy they put in there. They had a mango one in there, and it was sour. And that one,
Oh, Lord.
that was like it tasted like cough syrup.
You like that picture, Shelly?
Oh my gosh, he was the star of the video.
Hey, you know who filmed the whole video? It wasn't me.
Was it Adric?
Adric filmed the entire thing.
Aw. Look at you, Landon. You were having a great time. And I liked it when he said, Daddy, I can say some Spanish. It was so cute.
No.
Yeah, what is it? Do it again, Landon.
No.
I loved it in the video. He's like,
know,
too
I
cute.
took 2 years of Spanish and I can't remember hardly any of it.
Just do it one time. Just do it. Yes. Just do it.
Hey.
Come on.
It's because you're asking them to.
Are you too shy? There it is.
There we go. Thanks, little buddy.
Say you're welcome. She said thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I'm a giraffe.
Hey, you need to go to sleep or lay down.
Pam says she calls Garrett Bing Bong because he never shows himself. And he said he would be my courage when I order Starbucks. He would sit on my shoulder like an imaginary friend.
And there's a new one now.
Aw.
Liverpool. What?
What? Liverpool.
I don't know, man.
Is your Google talking to you?
What's that?
Was your Google talking to you?
No, Adric's talking to me. He's coming up with emojis. We're gonna start a new game on one of our streams where he just types in emojis and people have to guess what the emoji stands for.
You don't need that, Peppy. Peppy, go play somewhere else.
That's
No.
cool, too.
He's just testing them out right now.
Peppy, no, go play somewhere else. Hey, I'm talking to you.
Adric's kind of like the Garrett for our channel. He likes to do all the behind the scenes work.
What is it? Where is it?
All right, so I still haven't figured out how to stream the virtual reality game that I want to the way I want to yet. I might have to do it where it's not a first person viewer, but close. But I've seen other people do it, but I'm still trying to figure it out. But I took this picture, the Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dad, what is it?
I took it in there and I blew it up like really big. Okay.
I want to see it.
And then I started tracing over the lines, and I'm doing. So this would be layer 1 that I've done. So I traced all the little cross-hatching lines and everything.
Uh-huh.
The second layer is the mushroom and the hookah. And I'm almost done with that. And then the third layer will be the mushroom. And the fourth layer is going to be kind of like the background. So when you look at it head on, it'll look like one cohesive picture. But then if you come from the side, it's going to have like the different layers.
That's awesome.
Is that on your Instagram where I can see it better?
That's very cool.
No.
Go to the top.
That's the picture I'm going off of. And when I have more than this done now. This was like my first.
Yeah, right there.
This is like my first layer.
Yeah.
So if I
It's good. You better write these down so you don't forget, brother.
so like I traced all the hatching and cross lines in there.
That's cool.
Very creative.
Also, I did one of my first things I did was one of the first things I did was like a Bob Ross painting because I'm like, what would Bob Ross do with like virtual reality art? So I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. Let me try. But like I did mountains and the smoke. Oh, let me do it this way.
So how are you wanting to display this, Shelly?
I want you guys to be able to have like my perspective. So when you see it, like you can see the same 3D that I see when I'm doing it. I've seen other people do live streams with it, and then you get to see them in, like you'd be able to see me in the game as I'm doing it, and get to experience the 3D part of it. So that's what I
don't know if Garrett knows that kind of stuff, or maybe Danny from Two Real Geeks might know. I'm not real sure.
Like I did this. This was my
Awesome.
first thing I did. It's like a really big tree. The flowers or the leaves and everything have diamonds, and then like the stuff you see hanging is like diamonds, but I mean it's huge. And then I'm working on one. It's like a big cypress, like a big live oak with all the Spanish moss hanging off of it.
Mhm.
And instead of just
I
regular
like
moss, I have the moss done in like
trees.
diamonds. I'm sorry, what's up?
I said I like moss trees a lot. When we go down to Tobby Island in Georgia, I would always try to get Stephen to grab me some moss off the tree, and I'd put it in a bag and take it back home.
So I don't know if you can see that, but this is the Bob Ross that I did, and I did this little cabin.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dad.
Okay, but with this, I can take it and make it really big and be inside the cabin. So I've decorated inside the cabin with like a fireplace and a fire, and then I can shrink it back down, and then you get to see the firelight and stuff in the window and all that.
Are you talking about the Halo thing?
It's Google Tilt Brush. It's virtual reality.
Okay.
3D art.
Got you.
Yeah.
But it's not the Halo one where you wear the glasses or whatever.
Oh no, I still wear the goggles. It's not Oculus. I have the Vibe is what I have. It's like Oculus, so I do wear the Oculus.
I'm not messed with much of that, but I got Steven, I got him the one that you use with your phone. You put the thing on your head and you put your phone down in it.
Oh, yeah, the like the Google Cardboard kind of deal. Where
Well,
you
this
watch
is
videos and you just move around.
Yeah.
We have that. That's pretty
But
cool.
it's not made with cardboard. It's made with like plastic or whatever they use.
That's just a cheap one, Google Cardboard.
Yeah.
You can actually make your own too.
Well, he wanted it when it was all coming out new, but it gives me a headache. I used it and I was like getting a headache, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be playing with this much. and then I changed my mind because I was gonna get a whole Xbox, or was it PlayStation? I think their whole thing that they have. And then when I tried the one with the phone, I was like, if it's anything like this, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to this because I can be in there for hours because time flies when you're having fun, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to do a share screen and share like a little video of the Google Tilt Brush promotion. So can you
make us little and then blow it up?
Hey, Shelly, Pam also suggested that you ask Russ Stapleton. He might know.
Okay. So let's see if you guys tell me if you can see that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool.
That is cool. So does that hook up to your computer then?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to have a pretty strong computer, I guess, to do that, right?
Strong computer, I'm not sure. I think you just have to have something that has like a large enough video
the graphics card
to be able to handle like you would for if you're a regular gamer and did a lot of gaming.
Yeah.
My husband built a computer and uploaded the Steam, bought the Vibe and the controllers, and I think he did it because he knew he was going to get me with that VR.
What kind of processor do you use to run that?
I have no idea because he built a computer.
Oh,
It's
you
all
don't know? Okay. All right.
I have no idea. He just hooked it up right here.
I'm not looking at that. That would be something Steven would enjoy doing.
It says I have new comments. Now, if I refresh this StreamYard, is it going to shut me out or no?
What do you mean by refresh?
Yeah, like it says new comments, but it's not letting me look at new comments. But
just tab from private chat to live comments and see if that works.
Yeah, that might work.
Okay.
Or click on it, I should say.
Okay. Comment. Oh no. Something else came up. Oh no. Banners to comments. Okay.
Oh, did you back out of the studio or something? That was weird.
The
last, still seeing me, right?
The last comment I see on here is from Garrett. It says ha ha.
All right, cool. I'm good then, because the last one I saw was at 2:05 from Jonathan. So not going down that rabbit hole, which is funny because I really, after I started the Alice in Wonderland, I want to make it so you look like you're going down in the rabbit hole. This particular thing that I'm doing, I want it to, when I said you look at it this way, it looks like one photo, but then it's sideways. I want you to be able to look at it through the keyhole of the door, which I think would be cool.
That would be really cool.
I would love to do this in the tilt brush.
That's from Fantasia, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I would love to do that.
That's cool. Yeah, I'd say we'd need a better computer than the one I got. I just got a laptop.
Good night, Pam. Have a good night.
It's only a Core 7.
Pamela, I will see you tomorrow afternoon, darling. I'll be there. I may be sleepy and knots in my hair with glitter, but I'll be there. Love you so, Michigan girl. Thanks for your help today.
Hey, Shelly, sometimes ask and find out what kind of processor you have.
Sometimes. But
let me know.
My son might know. I don't know.
I'll look it up, though. I can look it up. That was called Google. What
Tilt
was
brush.
it again?
Tilt
brush. Okay.
There is oh my gosh, there's so many beautiful. Okay, can I share another one? Do you guys mind if I share another?
It's your channel. Do what you want.
Your screen, Shelly.
All right. So you guys see how you see her in this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is how I want you guys to see me. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So you're wanting to do it where people can watch you do it.
Yeah, like I can have it where you can see my view. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to be able to have it so you can see me and my view.
You need to get a hold of somebody that's doing that VR gaming stuff.
Yeah,
that can help you figure that out.
Yeah, I've got a couple people that, well, my daughter's boyfriend's pretty good at it. He's checking some stuff out for me, but
that would definitely be interesting. I would watch it.
You would have to use something probably other than StreamYard. You'd need about at least 3 different camera views as well.
Well, supposedly I can use Windows Media Mixed Reality
Oh yeah.
and my cell phone. Like some
Right.
Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, they do that. They have a couple computers, but I've read that I don't need a lot. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
but
don't
I
know nothing
think I
about
might
that
just
kind
have
of
to
stuff.
start with my perspective until I figure it out.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that is neat.
Once you make
Steven would have a ball using that, man. He would love that.
I guess you can save your art once you create something. You can save it, right?
Yep, yep.
That's pretty cool.
Does it
And
have any kind of animation program or anything where you could bring it to life?
I don't know about that, but I know that like my husband's 3D printer, I could upload it to his 3D printer and he could print what I do.
Well,
Oh
you
my
said he made
gosh,
that.
that's so cool.
So he built your computer and your 3D printer?
He built his computer and his 3D printer, and he builds its own drones.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah. He's smarty pants. That's what I call him.
I could build computers, but I can't do the drones and 3D printers and stuff like that. Because I used to build computers for Dell. I used to work for them, so I used to build motherboards and also the whole thing. I worked all from the beginning of the line all the way to shipping. This is neat though. Like I could see Steven spending a long time and maybe getting them to do art by doing that.
Hours. I'm in there for at least 2 to 3 hours at a time and then go take a break. I've got multiple projects going on right now.
It's neat.
There's a girl on here. I don't know if this is her, but there's a girl on here that she has like audiences come to her, like sit in the theater while she's on stage doing this. Like she has people coming and watching her. It's awesome.
All right, my micro moments. Have a good night.
Good night, Garrett.
Good night, Garrett. Hey, no problem. And thanks for being here, Garrett. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support. Give your family hugs. I love y'all.
Oh, Garrett's Monarch Moments.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Good night, Garrett.
I'll see you soon. Hopefully you join me tomorrow evening at sunset over on Lake Huron. That'd be awesome. I'll be on Instagram. Now, this is going to be but this one's kind of long. Let's see if I can like skip in. But this one, because of Danny's shirt.
The Hulk.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza, and today I'm going to be doing some virtual reality art, and I'll be using my new VR art space. I need to have a lot of energy sort of pulled back behind him like that, so his arms need to come back.
So he's just doing your basic shapes.
And now we're going to do his legs, but I don't
your form.
symmetrical. I feel like it sort of loses energy when that happens. So I'm going to take off this mirror. And I think his stance.
The mirror tool is really cool.
Is have at least some sort of floor to work with. So
yeah.
Now these guys, do they not have videos like how-to videos?
Yeah, some of them do, but they don't. They like this is see the perspective he's giving you right now. That's what I can give you.
Oh, I see.
But the two that I showed you before this is what I would like to do, but this I can do.
Right.
So this is probably what I'm going to start with. Oh my goodness, what a goofball.
This really is going to be a matter of just painting the
So
anatomy.
let me
Well, I think it would be interesting no matter how you presented it. Like, it's just interesting.
Yeah,
The people would watch it just because it's interesting.
I agree with that.
God, my arms are getting sore. Strength, cheekbone. Yeah.
oh my gosh, it's so much fun, you guys.
Now let's give him a haircut. Like spraying on his hairstyle. There you go, buddy. I think if we build this up enough, I'm going to add a base coat underneath. The time has come for the whole pimples.
He's doing the nipples.
I'm down here painting a toe. Jesus Christ! Oh my God. Oh, cool. Okay, the Hulk is looking very naked.
All right, then he gets into the surrounding area.
Finish this off. Okay? Around. Shoot this stuff out.
So when you load up your art, you get to watch it load up like this.
It's really cool.
It is.
So yeah, you think if I did this perspective, it'd be cool, huh?
That would be.
I don't think it would matter that because it's just an interesting subject, you know.
Okay. All right. Well, I could do this.
I mean, me and Steven, we watch just plain drawing a lot, so I could see this as being just as cool, you know.
Jeez.
It's probably cooler because it looks like this is like adding light and stuff to it. He's adding light to it and stuff. Or white, I guess, makes it look like it's lit up.
Yeah, you get to pick out, you get to choose like your light setting, what direction you want the light coming from, what kind of background and stuff you want. Actually, two of my YouTube videos, the intro I created on the tilt brush. I have it with the moon and then me writing my name.
What is he doing right there? Is he animating it?
No, some of the tools that you use, so if you have like stars or sparkles or certain things, they are animated.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the beginning and at my 100 subscribers episode was the first time I added the Google Tilt Brush to the intro and the outro of my video. And I think I used it on the following video as well. I'm working on another video. I've been working on it for way too long. I've been waiting for a moment to voiceover. I was just going to play music and write stuff, but my kid said, Mom, nobody likes to read, so I have to voiceover. But yeah, I'm going to put more another setting with my moon and me writing my name in front of the moon, which looks pretty cool, and add the stars.
A little hard.
It's fun times.
You could probably too, what would be interesting, maybe show, you're are you still learning this or you got it pretty pat down now?
I think I've got it pretty patted down, other than figuring out how to share it out of my world and trying to get it to the other world. I could, I do record it and I can save it and then share it, but I do want to
well, maybe when you're like voicing it over, you could like explain the tools too that you use. That would be interesting for people that are interested in it also.
Right. I agree.
So you would get the art people, the people that are just for your art, but then you'd also get the people that are interested in the tool that you're using to do it.
Right.
So you get
right.
both viewers that way.
It's rather simple. It's pretty basic, and I think anybody who, if you can draw stick figures, you can go a long ways with the tilt brush. It's pretty phenomenal.
Well, I think that I would be interested in watching that. I'd probably show it to Steven. I'm trying to find things to encourage him in his art.
Right.
You know, he's good at his art, but he don't think he is or whatever. So I'm trying to, you know, encourage it.
All right. Well, here's an intro of what's going to happen tomorrow night at around sunset. I'm going to start at about 8:20 p.m. Eastern time. I'm headed. Let me get my phone straight. Going to Sheboygan State Park. Hey, Pamela. Testing out my Wi-Fi or my cellular. Going to Duncan Bay, which is right off of Lake Huron. We're going to do a little drive. And actually, when I was recording this, a deer, white-tailed deer across the road.
Nice.
Let me fast forward here. Okay, so this is the rest area, like restrooms. On the other side is... Let me know if it starts to lag or skip or something, so I know where I should stop. You can... Okay, so we're about 30 miles, 25 to 30 miles from Mackinac Bridge, but you can see it in the distance. And you might not be able to see it here on this particular recording right at this moment, but this is where I'm going to go tomorrow night for a sunset.
So I learned
you said you was going to do a live on that?
Yeah, I'm going to go live on Instagram tomorrow.
I didn't even know you could go live on Instagram. Alrighty.
Let me go back a little bit because it's hard to see the sun in it.
What time is that?
It used to be a national park, but now it's not.
Is that good? It used to be?
It used to be, yeah.
So tomorrow evening, sunset, Duncan Bay.
What time's your sunset?
It's gonna be. I'm going to start at 8:20, so it'll be just before.
What time zone are you in?
Eastern.
Okay.
And I'm trying to zoom in so you can see the bridge, but again, everything's so bright on this phone with the computer and everything. I did post it on my story. I don't know how good of a job I did because it makes you split it into like 4 parts.
See what I mean? That looks like, to me, that looks like an ocean almost. That don't look like a lake that we're used to, Tammy, does it?
I can't see it that good, so
You can hardly see.
It looks more like the ocean than a lake.
It looks like the ocean on my TV. I can't tell on my laptop.
You can hardly see the bridge, probably, right?
If you can't see the other side, then it. Every lake we have here, you can see all the way around it.
Mm-hmm. So that's coming up tomorrow.
I'll be able to see it better on Instagram.
Yeah, it's if it came up right, because they wanted me to put it in 4 different parts, and I tried, and then I went back and watched it. I'm not sure if it did it right or not. So I apologize if it didn't, but it all should be there, even if it's choppy, and I apologize for the choppy. But yeah, you're more than welcome to join, hang out tomorrow and check that out. I'm glad that I got cellular service there today because, like I told you, Danny, I wanted to take y'all guys there a few weeks ago. I'm like, oh, I'll get in the car and I'll drive up here and show you guys. And I'm like, wait a minute, I can't get good service at my house. Can I get it? Can I get it here? So
if I get out of assembly in time, I'll try to catch that.
Awesome. That'd be awesome. Just trying to share with everybody the stuff I like to do, you know?
Well, that's what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody shares what they like on their channels.
Mm-hmm.
Try to. I was going to put a video out and I can't get it off my camera, so I don't know. I had some old footage from this camera right here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find the wire that you use to attach to your computer.
Is there an SD card?
I don't know. This thing's old. Probably not. I think it's all like a hooking up kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
But I had some old footage from a cruise we went on, and I wanted to do something with it, but I can't figure it out. So,
Mm-hmm.
well, it says it has a SD on here, but yeah, there's a SD card in there. Look at there.
You can put that into your computer.
Yeah, maybe if it has a hole.
You have a MacBook, Tammy?
No, this is what is this thing? HP laptop. There's a HD slot, but I've got a card in there. I guess I could pop that one out and pop this one in.
That'll work.
I didn't even think to look for that. That might work. I hope, because I was trying to put some footage together and couldn't figure out how to get it off there.
Shelly, you called the National Park Service yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't, brother. I have not.
Better call them.
What's she got time for?
Imagine all the places you could travel, Shelly, just to take photos. That'd be awesome.
That would be a dream come true, brother. It sure would. Isn't this, look how cute this bird is. I haven't identified it yet. But how cute is that bird?
Adric, do you know this bird right here?
I don't know.
It has like brown wings, but it has its face is like right here is yellow, and then it's in the middle is white. It has black like right there. You want to look at it? Do you know what kind of bird that is? You don't know? Oh. Adric loves animals.
I do too, but I can't tell you what kinds they are.
It looks like a quail dressed up for a wrestling match or something.
Sorry about that. I forgot those.
Hey, its tail almost makes it look like the Oklahoma state bird, the scissor tail.
Yeah. It's got to be some kind of sparrow.
Right.
Okay, he might know what this one is. I know what this one is.
You know this one here? She wants you to look at this one, Adric.
Oh, that bird?
Mm-hmm.
Study birds, man.
You said cardinal?
What?
I'm just kidding.
A yellow jay?
He did not say cardinal. I'm just kidding.
It is a goldfinch.
Golden finch.
Yeah.
No,
all right. Is it this one? No, it's not this one. This one. Look how cute this is. I haven't identified this one yet either.
Man.
The speckled tweet.
Are you just making stuff up?
Yeah, I identified it right there. I gave it a name.
The speckled what? Tweet?
Speckled tweet.
Oh.
I got a picture here of this is a young bald eagle that was flying over.
Oh, that's awesome.
You are very good with your camera, that's for sure.
I didn't know until I went to Alaska that bald eagles, when they're young, their heads aren't white.
Takes about 6 years for them to get the white head and tail.
Yeah, I did not know that.
I didn't know either until I started taking photos. But yeah, this is a young bald eagle here. What else I got? Oh, this is a brown-headed cowbird.
Why is it called that?
And
Does it sit on cows a lot?
I haven't seen it sit on a cow, and when I go down south, I don't see this bird on cows. The birds I see on cows down south are white, kind of like
You can't type drink in there.
I know. I'm just telling you guys. It's a drink.
It's a type of drink.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is a red-winged blackbird.
Cool.
Watch y'all, but I'm going to go off cam so I can throw my feet up in the air.
Oh, polar bear.
Now, I haven't seen one of these before, but I'm pretty sure this is a Baltimore Oriole.
Yeah, it looks like it, yeah.
It was way up high in the tree. It was hard to get. I was pretty surprised to see it. And then there's this one. It's pretty shy. This is a rose-breasted grosbeak. And I love black and white. And then it has that beautiful splash of red on its chest.
It's amazing you get such a variety of bird. We get like the same 3 or 4 types of bird, and that's about it.
Well, kind of the same here, but in this northern section, like right now is like their breeding season. So we have like another 300 plus of what we would normally have.
Where'd Tammy go? She left?
She said she was going to go off screen and kick up her feet.
Oh.
Now, Sunday on Mother's Day, we walked across the road here to the river.
Right.
And then the dam. And lo and behold, one of my favorite raptors, the osprey,
right,
has a nest up here on the telephone pole. And then this moment happened.
Mating season, huh?
Yep. And then he took off.
Tell you what.
Look at that. How beautiful is that?
It's awesome.
Isn't that gorgeous? So I was pretty stoked about catching it in flight. I love catching the birds in flight.
Right.
And then Mama just hung back on the nest. Eventually she did fly off. I was waiting for Dad to come back with like some goodies. My son and my husband teased me about catching them in their private moments. And I said, I wasn't expecting it. I was just hitting, just clicking the button. So here's Mama taking off. Oh, it takes a while for my slow computer to register. What else? So this is probably one of the, I love the osprey. I guess because it's kind of one of the first raptors I actually was able to catch like in motion.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Why is it one of your favorites?
And it's just a stunning looking bird,
Those are awesome.
The little goldfinch, they like to hang out. So
you should do this earlier in your stream, Shelly, when more people are on.
Yeah, I will. But I kind of feel like I'd bore people, I guess. I don't know.
Not if you were on Myers and the Mouse for 5 hours or whatever.
But that's her stream. You know, but that's like her stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you should do the same with yours. Maybe invite her to be a guest on yours.
That would be cool. I might do that. Thanks, Tammy.
Yeah.
I see you with your feet up in the background, Tammy. You comfy, girl? Hi. All right. Well, before we go 3 hours, I guess I could go ahead and let y'all go to bed, and I can get some sleep to be there with Pam and Mike tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, that's true.
You gonna be there tomorrow?
I'll be there.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, brother.
Thank you for having me on again. Appreciate it. It's always a pleasure.
Always. Cool. Well, we'll do it again. I don't know. You're going live tomorrow night at what time?
I didn't want to mention that.
Why not?
Same time as you. 8 Eastern.
So you're going at midnight?
No, I'm going at 8 Eastern tomorrow.
Okay. Well, then maybe I can go after you're done. Oh, that's okay. So.
But that's your sunset.
All right. Well, my sunset won't be long, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be there before and after on your stream then?
Will it save to Instagram? Can I go back and watch it later?
Yes.
I
yes.
can?
Or I can send it to you either way.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Because I want to watch it for sure.
All right. Well, I want to make it kind of a regular thing so people don't always think of Michigan as just a cold place.
Right.
You know, and I want to show the beauty of my state because it's beautiful here.
Right.
And yeah, everybody thinks it's cold, and they don't like all my Southern kinfolk are like, "Oh, it's too cold, looks cold," and they complain about the heat. Oh, it's too hot. How are you sitting out there in the heat? It gets hot and humid up here too. Just almost as well. I was in 115 to 120 degrees weather last year, but down there, so maybe not that bad. But right. Hey, Akam, you're still here? Oh, thanks for
Mike's
hanging
still
out.
here. Mike will be there tomorrow for you, buddy.
Oh, Wheeler, I didn't know you were here. I would have described more stuff to you if I'd known you were still here. Wheeler, I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Akams, check out my Instagram and see you Sunday night, maybe tomorrow evening even. I appreciate you guys hanging out this whole time. Thank you so much.
Akam.
Yay. You guys are so great. Thank you.
Good night, Tammy.
Hey, Tammy. Sleep good, woman. All right, I'm going to shut down the stream. I hope to see everybody soon. Thanks for being here. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Let's see. Now, how do I do this again?
Right.
What's that? Oh,
Top
there you
right.
go. Thank you. Good night, everybody.